Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a skill that is seriously a kind of superpower, how to explain absolutely anything. And the secret? It all comes down to understanding two simple but incredibly powerful ideas, cause and effect. If you get this right, you can make sense of pretty much everything happening around you.
You know, it all starts with that one little word we've been asking our whole lives, a word that's pretty much the engine of all human curiosity. Why? Why did that happen? How did we get here? That single question is what drives us to figure things out.
And we ask why all the time, probably without even noticing it. I mean, think about it. Your coworker gets a pay raise. What's the first thing your brain does? It starts looking for a reason, right? Was it that big project they just crushed? Or maybe that new certification they got? You're automatically searching for the cause behind the effect. Or here's another one. Your kid comes home sick from school. You immediately turn into a detective, right? You start working backward. Where could they have picked this up? Who were they playing with? You're trying to find the cause, so hopefully you can avoid the same effect next time. See, this constant need to find the why isn't just some random habit. It's basically baked into our human software. We are wired to see patterns, to connect the dots between what happened first and what happened next. It's how we make sense of a really complex world.
Okay, so if we're going to get good at explaining things, we've got to know our tools. And the absolute most basic building blocks for any good explanation are these two concepts, cause and effect.
So let's start with the cause. It's super simple, really. The cause is the thing that makes something else happen. It's the spark, the trigger. It's the first domino that gets knocked over. And of course, on the other side of that, you've got the effect. The effect is the result, it's the outcome, it's what happened because of that first thing. It's the last domino in the line.
Seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? Because A leads to effect B. But this is where it gets tricky. Because in the real world, that nice, clean, straight line between a cause and an effect, it's usually a whole lot messier. Let's go back to our sick kid. What caused the cold? Well, the obvious answer is a virus, right? But hang on a second. Why did that virus take hold this time? Was it because of a lack of sleep? Or maybe high stress from school? Or was it some combination of all these things? All of a sudden, one simple effect has this tangled web of possible causes. So if reality is this complicated, how in the world are we supposed to explain anything clearly? Well, here's the secret. The goal isn't to explain everything. The goal is to find your focus. And that focus, that's your thesis. It's the main point of your whole explanation. You don't have to list every single little thing that might have contributed. No. The key to a really powerful explanation is to make a bold claim. You argue that one cause, or one effect, is the primary one, the main driver, the one that mattered most.
And the second you do that, the moment you decide to say, you know what, high stress was the most crucial reason the immune system failed, boom, you've just developed a thesis. You've given your explanation a strong, clear backbone to build on.
All right, so you've got your focused thesis. Awesome. Now, how do you actually build the argument around it? Well, the good news is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are two really clear, really effective blueprints you can just follow. And the choice is pretty simple. You can start with one single cause, let's say the invention of the smartphone, and then explore all the different effects it's had on our lives. Or you can flip it. Start with a single effect, like, say, the decline of local newspapers, and then work backward to investigate all the different causes. Both ways are super powerful. Okay, we have our thesis, we have our structure, but there's one more absolutely critical ingredient we need to make our explanation convincing. We have to move from just guessing to actually knowing, and the only way to do that is with evidence. Look, your argument is only as strong as the proof you use to back it up. We're talking about concrete stuff here. Data from scientific studies, what the experts have to say, hard statistics, or even just a really powerful, well-chosen story that makes your point crystal clear.
And this quote just nails it. In writing, speculation amounts to unsubstantiated guessing. Just think about that for a second. Without real evidence, you're not actually explaining anything. You're just guessing out loud. Proof is the foundation that turns an opinion into an argument that people actually have to listen to.
Okay, we're almost there. There is just one final piece to this puzzle, and it's all about the words we choose. We need specific words, specific phrases that act like little bridges for our audience, guiding them from one idea to the next so they can follow our logic.
Think of these words as your secret weapons for clarity. Phrases like as a result, due to, or therefore are like road signs for your reader. They literally point out the cause and effect connection you're making, leaving no doubt about how your ideas link together. So, Let's just boil this all down into 3 simple steps. Step 1. Find your focus. Pick a primary cause or effect and make that your thesis. Step 2. Choose your blueprint. Are you going from cause to its effects or from an effect back to its causes? And Step 3. Back it up with hard evidence.
And that's really it. With these tools, you are totally equipped to build clear, powerful, and convincing explanations for just about anything you can think of. So, I guess the only question left is, what's the next big why that you're going to go out and explain?